busting my balls, Billy, okay?
I can already tell that I don't like you.
Fuck you, bust on my ball.
I ain't scared of you motherfuckers.
It might be your first ball job.
Yeah, of course.
How long did it take for the guy to come?
What's up, everybody? Welcome to another episode of Bustin' Balls. I'm your host, Eric Pennell. OW20 is my squirt. I'm with the very funny Mike Gleeson. What's up, dude?
How you doing, man?
Mike Gleeson, dude. I've known Mike Gleeson for a long fucking time, dude. The fucking Riddles, old school Riddles, Orland Park days, dude.
Yeah, it was Take Two, though. I mean, did you work for Ken?
I never worked for Ken.
Yeah, so you were in the Take Two section.
Yeah, it was Take Two, which means there was another owner. It was Ken was the original owner. Then Brant came in and his nephew and owned it for a little bit.
Yeah.
You know, dude, Riddles. A lot of people that know Chicago, like Riddles is I don't know. Maybe it's like a local legend thing, but Riddles does have some history. It had some great shows.
Absolutely.
Great comedians at Riddles, right? I mean, you've seen them, you've done them.
Man.
I mean, you've been there, you've seen all the great. You know the history.
Yeah.
Like who have you seen there, dude, in the past that you were like, oh, this dude, or what? Like, you know, what do you got? Like,
well, to be honest, I seen a lot of cool shit, man.
Yeah.
I seen
like even the years you were working there, and when you were a young comic, like who'd you see coming through there? Because I seen Patrice O'Neal go through there. I opened for him there.
Yeah.
Rich Voss, Bonnie McFarlane, seen there. Kyle Grooms.
Yes.
I mean, you've seen people like Screech. I seen Screech there. I opened for Screech there and stuff like that.
I didn't see him.
But dude, Sebastian was there. Mike Young was there. A lot of Comedy Store guys during those years that are giant fucking stars now.
Yeah. Joe Matarese, do you know?
Joe Matarese,
yeah,
for sure.
Great, man.
Yeah.
He taught me. I was working the booth, the DJ booth, and he taught me how to. Dude, it was a rowdy fucking late Friday night crowd.
Yeah, late night crowds.
And he was, out of all the comics that come through there, he was so jazzed to go up to a shitty room, like they were loud, they weren't paying attention.
Well, that dude's like a real comic.
No,
and
dude, and he's just like, watch this.
Yeah.
Watch this.
Yeah.
And he gets up there with so much energy and just yells, can you swear on it?
Yeah, of course, dude.
Just yells, fucking cunt, and kept repeating it until everybody just quieted up. You know,
weird.
He was louder than that. But the best thing is him going, watch this.
Yeah.
Like, watch what I'm going to do.
Knew.
Watch how I'm going to get this
He knew.
audience.
He knew he could do it. Yeah, because dude, that's something also. Like people that are like thinking about doing comedy or just fans of comedy that listen to this. That is one skill set, to be able to go up to a wild room and figure out how to like fucking like horse whisper them. Yeah. Because it is. Because then, dude, you could go up there and then they just go, next guy, fuck you.
Yeah, right.
It was almost like similar to like Bill Burr, like fucking going to Philadelphia at an Opie Anthony thing, and they're just booing everybody that goes up there, and they're not, and then he goes up there, and then he just flips it on them in a certain way. By the time they're cheering for him.
That's the first time I was ever turned on to Bill Burr. Other comedians
I think
were
so.
like,
Me
have you
too,
seen
man.
Bill Burr? And I was like, no. And they're like, oh, you need to just Google Bill Burr in Philly, and he was counting the minutes. Counting the minutes that he had just to get paid.
Honestly, I think most people that find out about Bill Burr or heard about Bill Burr, I think a large percentage seen it from that. I heard of Bill Burr before that, and I knew about Bill Burr, but you never knew like he was going to be. Dude, even people that knew close to Bill Burr, when I listen to these podcasts, some of them say we never seen that coming. That he was going to be like the biggest giant comedian in the world. Yeah. Well, you know, when you're in the local mud with them and stuff, in the local scenes in like New York or something like that, you know he has a high caliber weapon.
Yeah. But when I saw that, I was like, dude, this guy's a fucking powerhouse. You know what I mean? I'm like,
yeah, but it's hard to tell, man. It's hard to tell who has a high caliber weapon. I mean, I remember years ago seeing Sebastian Maniscalco or whatever his name is at Zany's when I was working because I used to work for like maybe 6 months answering phones in Zany's.
Yeah.
So on Friday, Saturday nights, I would sit in the back, and sometimes those comedians would talk to me a little bit, like little minutes here and there and stuff. I never knew that guy was going to be the biggest thing since fucking sliced bread.
Yeah, I thought he.
I mean, of course, no disrespect, but
dude, he did that bit on that.
What Ross?
No, that fucking dog that has no front legs, dude.
Oh, yeah.
Dude. Oh my god.
And now he's a murderer, dude. He is a fucking.
Well, that bit was great. I mean, dude, you didn't even have to see the YouTube video about it. Like he described it.
I know.
He imitated the dog. Like,
that's what's good about like really good comedy like that, where they can describe the picture for it, and then that's what helps it. That's part of it too. That's part of the comedy thing, is being a sort of, whether you want to be a wordsmith or not, you need it somewhere.
Yeah.
It can't always just be straight up visuals and shit like that.
Yeah.
Dude, so it's I didn't see you for a lot of years, and you didn't and you didn't see me either for a lot of years, dude.
I'll tell you right now, you were definitely one of my favorite comics.
You don't have to say that because we're on a podcast together, dude.
Well, I am.
We were at the same level still. We were always at the same level then and stuff like that.
I want it on record though, man, because for real, dude, you're a powerhouse, man.
No, don't say that, dude.
You got a lot of energy. I know we're sitting in Cigars and Stripes, but dude, I started in this place 20 years ago, and I have no shame.
But dude, you were way younger than me. How old were you when I met you? Like, how old are you now?
I'm turning 40 in 2 weeks.
You're turning 40 in 2 weeks?
Yeah.
Oh, so you're not way younger than me. No offense, but I'll be 44 in November. But I always thought, like, dude, I always thought you were like 30 years right now. It's weird how time flies. I thought I met you when you were like 19.
With a hat on, I'd look
No, not because of that. I just thought when I met you, you were still young though. When I probably met you, so if I was 4 or 5 years younger than me, you're talking.
So when was Riddles like when the Sox
won the World
That
was
Series,
about
2006.
Right? It was about 06, 07 is when we bumped into each other.
Yeah.
And dude, now it's fucking 2019. It's crazy how time flies, man.
Right.
That's
I still
crazy.
love it though, man.
Yeah.
I mean, I wanted to quit for a little bit.
Who doesn't? Any comic out there, because dude, it gets hard.
Right.
It's always hard. It's always hard until it's not, and then it even gets hard again and stuff like that. Dude, comedy's so hard that Richard Jeni fucking killed himself. You know what I'm saying? It's like that guy's a fucking great comic, and he's killing himself.
Yeah, but are you depressed though? I feel like just because like that happens.
No.
I'm not either.
I have had I've had anger at comedy, and I've had yes. Is it emotionally up and down where you're just? Is it frustrating at times? Yeah, but not now because I think I've aged in it, and I've understood that I don't expect anything out of it. I think is one thing that helps me where I don't expect that like I do it. And I possibly something might come out of it, but I don't feel entitled where where it's like I don't. And when I start to feel entitled, like, dude, lately, I've said this on the last podcast or two, and I got to cut it out. But the last couple open mics I've been to in the last couple weeks, I've literally been like, fuck this room, fuck you, fuck this fucking room. Yeah. This room's a piece of shit, and I'm fucking out of here. Right. And then I just, like, stomp off, like, and I'm not out of my mind, but my anger's getting the best of them, and then I got to check myself a little bit because it's not that I'm entitled where it's like I don't feel like you should be laughing at this, but what pisses me off is when motherfuckers don't laugh at like my curveball or fastball that I'm throwing at them, but then they laugh like before me with other people at some bullshit where you go, you're laughing at that fucking bullshit, but you're not laughing at mine. So it's almost like I see through the deck is stacked. Because you're going to some of these rooms where it's like their friends and their buddies and stuff, and it's oh, fuck you guys. You guys got a fixed game in here.
Yeah, well, that's why I come here.
Yeah, because it's more of a Cigars and Stripes in Berwyn. They do a Wednesday night open mic, but it's a real crowd.
They have wings.
It's like real humans.
Fucking good.
Yeah, they got the best wings in Chicagoland.
But I don't even care if there are comics in the room. But if you're gonna go to an open mic that's predominantly fucking comics, walk the fuck out, man.
I know.
You're not gonna judge anything. If anything, all you're gonna do is give other people fucking ideas. You know what I mean?
That's true, and I get it though. But sometimes that's the best thing that people have at that time, like where it's like, there's no other place I can go to. I got a new joke idea, so then you stay. And dude, open mics are open mics. There's some value in them, but they will kill you. They also will kill you. I've done so many open mics where, like I feel like I'm, it's hurting more than it's helping. But yeah, man, it's
start your own fucking showcase.
Yeah, dude, that's what it is.
I mean?
No, dude, I've tried that before, man. That's another different beast. Like promoting shows, it's another different beast,
well, fuck
dude.
that. Just be like, hey, man, I could get the comics if you could get the fucking people.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Like,
do you feel like you're depressed though with comedy? Do you feel that or no?
No, I am a human being though.
Yeah,
and I get
you're gonna have emotions.
Downtime.
Yeah,
but no, I feel like that's.
It would be a waste for you to quit right now because you're very funny, dude, and you've came so far. It would be because I hate seeing that when people do it so long, and especially if they're good. I get it when some people are just like, dude, that guy did 10 years and he just never should have been doing it.
No,
but he likes to come out on
like I can't quit.
There's no way you can quit, dude.
No,
there's no way. Well, you can quit.
How did you get into comedy? What made you?
I got into comedy. I've always. This sounds so. I don't like saying it, but I was always funny around my friends. I was always funny. I was always around. My family are funny. My family are trashy. They're very funny. They're blue collar like a motherfucker. And, you know, my grandma would say, like, my grandma was a cusser. Like, my grandma would be like, he's got a shitty diaper, change his fucking you know, like, she would, that's not what she's saying, but that's kind of like what it would sound like.
Yeah.
And my mom the same way, like, just around trashy blue collar people, but really that's who I am. And then I've always been funny around my friends, and I had low self-esteem, dude. Like, you wouldn't know it, but when I was growing up, I had low self-esteem, so I had stage fright. Like, so that's what kept me. I should have done comedy right through from like right out of high school. I wish I would have done that if that would have been my path. It wasn't my path. I didn't start doing comedy. I didn't pick up a mic till I was 27.
Yeah.
You know, so I was a late bloomer because I had fucking low self-esteem and I didn't want to. I had stage fright. And then the first couple years I did comedy in the Akron, Cleveland area, there wasn't a lot of like places to go to develop at the time. It's not like how it is today. And I think the first maybe 2-3 years, maybe 2 years back home in Ohio, I only got on the mic maybe 6-7 times in 2.5 years. So I mean, I was doing it, but I don't really
that's
count
not
it.
really a big
No.
comedy town.
No, well, at the time it wasn't. Now it's changed, man. Now, well, a lot of these towns have changed now. Like, fuck, man. Like, dude, Brett Ernst, I think he lives in Cleveland now.
Really?
I think he lives in Cleveland, last I heard, man. I think his wife or maybe his family, like, I think he has a wife now, and maybe she's from there, and he moved there.
Oh, okay.
And guess what? He's probably going to be the king of that region and that area, and he's a giant fish in that pond now.
Yeah, right.
You know? Mm-hmm. So yeah, man. So what? So what are you doing now, man? Are you you're not thinking about? I mean, you're obviously still banging away at comedy.
Yeah. Well, I don't know, man. I'm just
How's life, man?
good.
You okay?
Yeah, fuck yeah.
You got any loved ones? You got any like a lady in your life, dude? You got any pussy on the side or anything?
No, I mean, I was talking to some chick online earlier.
You're talking. What do you mean? Talking to her online? Like dating her?
No, just talking to her online. It's just funny.
Trying to get some pussy?
Yes.
Uh-huh.
It's an outlet I think everybody should use. Dude, I haven't really. I don't know.
It's a great outlet to use, right?
It is, but I feel like.
I mean, because you could try hooking up with chicks at any time of the day.
Yeah.
Just by a fucking message.
I feel like. I don't know. It's weird, dude, because it's like you see a chick in a bar, like you go up to her.
Sure.
You talk to her. You give
Old
her a
school.
press line, right? And then she like, you know, I don't know, dude. I just feel like there's the chase is like not there because like it's a girl online looking for a guy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I get it. They're in a place, but it's that like. Oh, I'm gonna go up to this girl. She might have a boyfriend. She might reject me.
Oh, you're right.
You know
So
what I
saying
mean?
it like live action.
Yeah, live action. I feel is just better. You know, like it's.
Oh, you're saying live action is better by going up to them? I thought you meant going up to like somebody in live right there in front of you. You think that like, oh, they might have a boyfriend.
Yeah, I
or
feel
a
like
girlfriend
anybody
or something.
online, like a chick anyway online, is like a loser.
You think, huh?
Yeah, well,
Wait.
why can't
What do
you
you
get
mean?
why
What-
can't you get a guy being out? You know, not so much as a
you
bar.
got a
Maybe you don't
point.
drink, but you know what I mean.
You got a point.
I just can't get that out of my head that they're like what the fuck's wrong with you? You know
Well,
what I
because
mean?
you
Like,
got
why
a
can't
point.
you find love,
Because like
you know?
if you were the real deal, some dude out in the open would have just fucking captured you in the wild,
right.
right?
Do you get what I'm saying?
I do get what you're saying, but I get in their whole thing where they're like, you know, because it's weird. I listen to young people and like single people's philosophy on dating.
The chick
Like,
is nice though that I'm talking to.
Yeah?
Yeah.
yeah,
But I did say, I don't mean to interrupt you, but
No.
I did say to her, like, hey, I'm just gonna cut to the chase. Like, why are you 42 and single?
yeah.
Like, what's
Hey, there ain't nothing wrong with
you?
that.
Yeah,
Is there
and
anything wrong
no.
with that?
And I'm like, I'll go first. I don't want to have kids.
Yeah.
And that's
She probably doesn't either.
Well, no, she said that.
She doesn't
did
want to have kids?
Yeah, she did. She did say that. Yeah. So
Well,
that's
because she's
good.
42. I mean, she's
Well, right, and she doesn't have kids, so I don't. I mean, I'm not like putting assumptions together, but I'm
No.
just like, I don't know, dude. I got nieces, and I didn't realize like what a big deal this is. But like, I have nephews too, and when I like shop for them for like birthdays and Christmas and stuff,
Yeah.
like I go down the toy aisle with the guys, and I can get them like sports stuff. I can
Yeah, I
get
know.
'em, like robots, dinosaurs.
Same here. I got my nephew, dude. I know exactly what to buy him. My nieces, huh?
You walk down that aisle though, and it's dolls and like everything to take care of the dolls. Like
I know.
everything's geared towards being a mother.
Oh,
That's
you're
all
right.
these chicks want.
Yeah.
is just to grow up,
Yeah.
have a pink room, and put some kids in it.
You're
you know?
right. You got a point, dude.
Yeah, so
You know,
I'm like,
dude,
oh,
but
fucking-
I hear people's dating philosophies sometimes, like young people that are doing like online dating. Some people will say, I've talked to dudes where they go, dude, online dating's like shooting fish in a barrel. He said it, like, I've had guys where they're like, I'm fucking slaying puss a lot. But then I'll talk to some people where they go, nobody wants to date on online dating. They just want to fuck and not, like, they can't find anybody good. It's weird how people have their philosophies on online. You would think it would be
gotta get
easier.
over fucking, man, because I get it. You're not trying to give it away, but come on, man. You know,
What do you mean?
What do you
It's
want
just
to do?
fucking?
All this bullshit and then find out that somebody's a dead lay?
I know.
Like, let's get
You got
that
a
the
point.
fucking 40. Let's
got
get
a
that
point.
the fuck out of the way.
And it is just fucking.
Yes.
But
Like, quit this sacred temple bullshit.
I know what you're saying, though, but I'm married and somebody just fucked my wife. That's a little bit different, though, where it's like, where if my wife came home and goes, hey, I just fucked him.
I
It's
don't
just
mean that. I don't
fucking.
mean that. I mean, like,
That's different.
looking for
But
somebody.
when you're in the wild, so
Right.
you're saying some wild deer that's out there and fuck some other wild deer, and that's a big deal? It's like, no, we're wild deers. We just fucked each other.
Right.
Right?
Well, she wouldn't have accepted him as a mate if he didn't do something like fight
Yeah.
another buck in front of her, win her over.
That's
You know
right,
what I
dude.
mean?
And-
And you already won her over. You're out on the date. Let's go home. Let's bang it out.
And another
I
thing
want
is,
to know how a
dude.
chick smells.
Yeah,
you know
I
what I mean?
I know. Dude, another thing is, if you're dating older chicks, like you're talking about, you're talking to a woman that's 42 they should be more mature and they should be over like that type of stuff.
Yeah.
What's the youngest
Well, she
right now?
didn't say, what's the
What's the youngest right now? So if you're about to be 40 in like a week or two, what's the youngest that you're cut off, like age-wise, mentally, that you go, I can't date a person that's this age? I mean, if a 19-year-old girl comes up and says, Mike Gleeson, I mean, you're the hottest thing, and I want to fucking,
Yeah, no.
I want to suck the pink
No.
off your dick. I mean, is that going to happen?
No.
No,
Well,
a 19-year-old?
I mean, like in the back alley tonight.
Yeah, in the back alley, that's different.
Absolutely.
Back alley blowjobs,
Nah,
a little bit different. You
that's
can't
going
pass
on.
that up, right?
I need little rewards after these
How do you-
comedy shows, you know?
Yeah, back alley blowjobs. I mean, yeah, I mean, it's not a bad idea. I mean, look, because how many times, you can't pass that up. How many times is
No.
that going to go down?
But no, am I looking for something? Dude, I worked with a bunch of 20-year-old chicks, and they were hot, but no, man, I don't.
You
have
never
I
thought
don't have
you
anything
never
in
put your
common with
lasers
them.
on them, huh?
Yeah, my parents got married. There's an age gap, so
Uh-huh.
my dad was 38, my mom was 19.
Whoa!
Yeah.
I fucking love that, dude.
Yeah.
I mean, I love that your dad did that. I'm not saying I would do that, you know. 'cause
right. No, and I honestly can say I wouldn't do that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
because I know the results of it. You know what I mean?
what are you
Like,
talking about?
It didn't work out.
Why?
you know?
In a nutshell, what happens is he gets his old starts to kick in old, and her young is still young.
No,
and
it
then
didn't
it's-
even get to that. I mean,
Whoa. Hey, good for your dad though. Fucking 38.
Absolutely.
He gets a 19-year-old.
Absolutely. Well,
Dude's the man.
He owned a grocery store, and she worked there. She was a checkout chick.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and he was
Dude, there is
checking
something
her out.
cool about like being like a grown man and just scooping up like a 19-year-old fish right out of the water, because
Yeah.
it's like they don't know nothing. They don't know nothing. It's like a brand new car.
Yeah.
It's like taking a fucking Tesla right off the fucking with no miles on it. Where you go.
But
oh
I
my
mean, I don't
God.
know. In this Me Too era, I can guarantee
understand- what?
that this is. I was birthed from the Me Too movement. You know, my mom
Yeah.
worked for my dad.
Yeah.
He was a pretty wild guy. You know what I mean?
Your
Like,
dad's a wild dude.
He was. He passed away.
Oh, sorry to hear that, man.
No,
he
that's
was,
fine.
but he was a wild guy though, huh?
Yeah.
Like what? What? Like for example, like what was
Alcohol.
wild about him?
He liked his alcohol.
What did he drink? My stepdad drank Johnny Walker Red Label. What'd your dad drink?
Canadian Mist.
Oh, Canadian Mist?
Yeah.
Dude.
He didn't fuck around.
I knew some
dude.
motherfuckers that my uncle
It was
drinks a little
syrupy.
Canadian Mist.
It was syrupy.
Yeah. That's old school drinking right there, dude.
Kept it under his seat of his car.
He kept it under his seat of his car?
Yeah, it was ballsy.
I'll tell you one thing, dude. When I was a kid, man, my grandpa, I'd drive around the back of his car, and I didn't remember this until years later, but I remember for my little feet to sit on the floor, I'd have to move crushed up PBR beer cans out of the way to get my feet on the ground. So, and I didn't realize it later on. I was like, oh, my grandpa was drinking and driving. He's crushing beers and then crushing the can and throwing them back there.
That's funny.
So dudes used to do that. That's old school. They'd
Yeah.
have like a sip on the road and stuff like that.
Oh, dude,
Ain't nothing wrong with that, dude.
America was built drunk,
Dude,
you
of
know?
course. How would it not be, dude?
I worked on a
You didn't have
job-
fucking Netflix then, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I worked on a job with my godfather, who was one of my dad's really good friends, and he
Uh-huh.
was an electrician. and just they used to go to the bar every day, and he was like the
Yeah.
last of that type of guy.
Yeah, I
Like
remember those
OSHA
guys.
and
My
shit, they
stepdad
don't
was like
deal with
that.
Yeah.
He's
I-
put me on the bar. My stepdad, when I was a little kid, he used to go to this bar called the Matador. And I'd order Shirley Temples like a little fucking future queer
that's what
kid.
I
You know what I'm
did.
saying,
No,
dude?
that's what I did too. I did the same
With
thing.
cherries in it. Yeah, I got
Put
some
hot
cherries.
dogs and fucking
Yeah,
all
give
the
him a
hot
Shirley
dogs you could
Temple.
eat. Yeah,
Yeah, and then fucking.
you could have all the hot dogs you eat.
I'm talking in the daytime.
Yeah, right.
This is
You could.
daytime.
Yeah,
I'm talking
absolutely.
like this is like noon,
Yes.
2
Yeah.
p.m.
The little hot dog thing rotating.
Yeah.
And I'd just be like, I
On
could
the
have
bar.
as many hot dogs as I wanted, as long as I didn't tell my mom where we were.
It's not a bad. It's not a bad hang, dude. Like some of those old school bars like
Oh,
that. That wasn't a
absolutely.
bad hang, dude.
No, my buddy owns. My buddy's dad owns one, and he was in town. He's a Marine,
Uh-huh.
and he was just in town last weekend, and we were at. I was at the exact same one that my dad would take me to during the day, which
Yeah.
is funny.
No shit, dude.
Yeah, they don't have a hot dog thing in there anymore.
Yeah.
And I didn't order the kitty cocktail. That's funny, but that's what I did every time I went in there.
Dude, there's
Well,
a
let
lot
me
of
get a
kids.
kitty
There's a lot of
cocktail.
kids that grew up like that, man. That's
Yeah.
not a crazy thing. That's not. That's now it would sound nuts that
Yeah,
you would take a kid
absolutely.
to a bar where you
Yeah.
go, you're taking a kid. I'm calling DCFS.
No, go to the north side, dude. It's all like we're taking our child to the brewery and keep
Yeah,
it in
but-
the fucking bassinet.
Well, that's what they're
like-
doing. They're rolling in with their stroll. I don't fucking.
And their dog.
dude.
It's like go home and drink, you fucking.
Dude, when I lived on the
alcoholic.
north side and probably it's been a while now. It's been like we've owned a house on the south side for like 7 years now, almost 8 years in October. But before that, I would be on the north side having like watching football and shit like that. And dude, it's football Sunday. You're watching fucking football, trying to get fucking drunk as fuck and watch football, and somebody's bringing in their fucking stroller with their little kid because it's like, oh, they got
exactly.
good. It's like, get your fucking kid out of here, lady. I'm not trying to watch what I
Dude,
fucking
kids
say.
do not belong downtown anywhere.
They
Anywhere.
don't.
Go out to the fucking suburbs and raise
Well,
them.
a certain age also. It's like, look, man, don't be bringing your fucking toddlers in here with your bullshit. Like, this is a fucking bar. Like, we shouldn't have to watch what we're saying. We're trying to get fucking drunk over here. People are trying to do shots. People are trying to fucking hook up and grab ass in there and shit. It's a bar.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's
Care
good,
if-
man.
I don't care if it's the daytime.
Boy, so you were born in, you were right, you're a 79 kid?
Yeah, 79.
Yeah. Dude, you know what's weird about
Am I a millennial? I don't know.
You're not a millennial.
Yeah,
You're a what do they
I
call
think
that?
If we Google that,
You're
I
a
am.
Generation X. You're an Xer.
I'm not that though. I
Yes,
think
he
I'm
is.
like Y or something.
Maybe. I don't know.
I'm like an in between
You know what's-
weird thing.
You know what's crazy? We grew up in the 80s, and I love the 80s. But for some reason, I was born in 75, and but for some reason, I have a real soft spot for the 70s. I'll go first, man. I'll go first.
what
Good.
time we start? 9.
No. Guys, we're gonna get out of here. This open mic's about to start. I just wanted to pop Mike Gleeson's
Thanks for
cherry on
having
Bustin'
me.
Balls. Mike, how can they find you on Instagram, social media, anything like that?
Mike Gleeson. That's GLEESON, 2 E's, and then the underscore. And
Okay.
then that's how you find me. I don't know.
Boom.
Yeah.
That's it, man. And if any single ladies out there want to send you some titty pics and little
No
lip
kids, though.
pics,
I don't
no
want
kids
kids.
though. Don't. If you got any kids,
I like side boob.
you like side boob. There you go, ladies. Bustin' Balls podcast on Instagram. Eric Pennell Comedy on Instagram. Guys, share the podcast if you like it. I like thumbs up, but shares are better. And if you don't like the podcast, you can go suck my dick. I don't care. Guys, thanks for listening.